Imagine waking up tomorrow feeling just as strong on your feet as you did a decade ago. Or worse, fearing that the moment you stand up, your legs might give out beneath you. For millions of seniors, this isn't a fantasy, it's a real fear. Falls are the leading cause of injury among Americans 65 and older, and a staggering 14 million seniors, about 1 in 4, take a tumble each year. One slip or missed step could lead to a serious injury, loss of independence, or even hospitalization. But what if we told you that all this fear may be stemming from one simple, fixable root cause? You might think weak legs are just a natural part of aging, something you have to accept after 60. But what if that belief itself is holding you back from living your golden years with confidence and strength? The truth is, in many cases, weak, shaky legs in seniors are tied to a surprisingly common nutritional gap, not fate. There are real science-backed solutions hiding in plain sight in your kitchen cabinet or local pharmacy that work to rebuild muscle and improve nerve function while you sleep. This video is for American seniors, 60 plus, who refuse to let age dictate their mobility. We're going to reveal 3 critical nutrients, natural vitamins and minerals, that almost every senior over 60 needs, but most have never heard about. These aren't exotic or expensive treatments. They are basics that have been studied by scientists for decades. When you learn how to use them correctly, like at bedtime, you can wake up feeling stronger and steadier, literally rebuilding strength overnight. Too good to be true. It sounds incredible, and that's the point. This is the kind of wow health tip big corporations don't want you to know. Mainstream media and pharmaceutical companies profit by selling quick fixes and trendy supplements, not real solutions. While they push new drugs or flashy devices, the basic vitamins that actually address the root causes of weak muscles stay hidden. Even your doctor might focus on treatments like pain pills or joint injections instead of simple nutritional fixes. It's almost like they're intentionally keeping you in the dark. But not today. If you're a senior who's ever felt insecure walking on uneven ground, or someone, 60 plus, whose legs cramp up or shake, or have ever caught yourself thinking, my legs just aren't as strong as they used to be. Listen up. This message is for you. By the end of this part, you'll understand the first vital nutrient that's often missing in seniors and why it's so important for leg strength and nerve function. Before we dive in, we want to know you. Take a second to leave a comment below. Tell us where you're watching from, how old you are, and what vitamins or supplements you're currently taking. Are your legs strong as ever, or do you sometimes feel wobbly? We read every comment. Our team, and even doctors and specialists, personally respond to seniors like you with tailored advice on age and health challenges. So don't be shy. Your story might help others too. Now let's get into it. The real reason legs weaken, it's not just old age. Think back to when you were younger, say in your 30s or 40s. You could climb stairs 2 at a time, carry groceries in one go, or stand up quickly without a second thought. Our bodies naturally repaired muscles overnight, and nerve signals to our muscles were strong and clear. By the time we hit 60 and beyond, a lot changes, but not always because of time. Many of those changes are due to hidden nutrient shortfalls and physiological shifts. For starters, after 60, your ability to absorb certain nutrients plummets. Stomach acid levels drop as we age, making it harder to extract vitamins from food. Medications, like heartburn pills or diabetes drugs, can interfere with absorption, and diets often change. In one example, seniors over 75 often have trouble absorbing vitamin B12, even if they eat meat every day. Similarly, vitamin D production in skin drops. Elderly skin makes much less D in the sun, and diets often lack magnesium. Before you know it, major deficits sneak up on you. This is critical. Your nervous system and muscles need specific building blocks to function properly. Without them, signals from brain to leg muscles start breaking down. It's like the wiring in your body gets frayed. Suddenly, simple acts, like lifting your foot or shifting weight, become less coordinated. Ever had a sensation of pins and needles in your feet, or felt your toes dragging on the ground? Those are signs of communication errors between brain and muscles. Take vitamin B12, for example. B12 isn't just an energy vitamin, It's absolutely essential for your nervous system. It creates and maintains myelin, the insulating sheath around nerve fibers, enabling brain signals to travel smoothly to your leg muscles. When B12 levels drop, common in seniors, this insulation phrase, signals become garbled or slow. The Mayo Clinic warns that B12 deficiency can first appear as a persistent tingling or prickly feeling in your feet or hands, weakness, numbness, and imbalance. Maybe you or someone you know has already felt this. Toes going numb, legs feeling slow or wobbly, or even memory lapses, since nerves everywhere suffer. What happens next is predictable. If your brain tells your leg to step forward and the message is weak, your leg might drag or shuffle. This is why older adults with low B12 often shuffle their feet or feel like their legs just aren't obeying. Over time, that leads to real weakness and instability. Here's the powerful news. Scientists have proven that boosting B12 can restore muscle function. In a 2024 clinical study on adults over 60, seniors with subclinical B12 deficiency took a daily 100 UG oral B12 supplement for 3 months. The result? Those seniors showed significant improvements in muscle strength and quality, reaching levels comparable to seniors who started out with adequate B12. This wasn't a tiny change either. They measured things like maximal voluntary contraction, basically max leg power, and found a clear boost. In other words, a natural vitamin shook off years of weakness. To visualize it, think of your nerve fibers like electrical cables running to your muscles. B12 is the insulation. A cracked cable, low B12, causes shorts and misfires. Restored insulation, B12 supplement, lets the light bulbs, your muscles, fire correctly again. Researchers concluded that 3 months of B12 supplementation among deficient elderly improved muscle strength and quality dramatically. Nighttime tip. Our bodies repair themselves while we sleep. Growth hormone spikes and muscles rebuild during deep sleep. Taking B12 just before bed means you start the night with a full supply right when repair processes kick in. You'll wake up the next morning with some of that insulation already restored. Vitamin number 1, B12, the electrical insulator for your legs. Let's talk specifics. Vitamin B12 is the first hero in our list, and it's astonishing how many seniors lack adequate B12. One nutrition review found that somewhere between 10% and 15% of people over age 60 have a true B12 deficiency. Others have borderline B12 levels. Either way, the consequences can appear slowly as muscle weakness or balance issues, often unnoticed. Even the Mayo Clinic notes that B12 deficiency becomes more common as we age, affecting roughly 5 to 115% of seniors. And often, older adults don't know they're deficient until symptoms are advanced. The reason is physiological. By 60, your stomach is likely producing far less acid. Acid is needed to release B12 from food. Plus, factors like medications, proton pump inhibitors, diabetes drugs, or conditions, gastric issues, can steal your B12. Why it matters for your legs. Vitamin B12 is like the insulation coating on an electrical cable. Our nerves rely on this insulation to send clear, fast signals from the brain to muscles. When B12 is ample, signals zip down the spinal cord and out to your leg muscles, telling them to move smoothly. But when B12 is low, the protective layer, myelin, begins to deteriorate. Signals become erratic or slow. The Mayo Clinic specifically warns that early signs of B12 deficiency include a persistent tingling or prickly feeling in your feet or hands, weakness, numbness, and imbalance. Perhaps you or someone you know has felt something like this. Older adults with low B12 often shuffle their feet or feel their legs aren't obeying commands. This isn't just muscle fatigue. It's a fundamental communication breakdown. And the critical point, this can be fixed. Remember that 2024 study? It proved that giving subclinical deficient seniors a daily B12 dose for 3 months significantly improved their muscle strength and quality. They literally caught up to the group that started with good B12. The researchers concluded that vitamin B12 has a crucial role in maintaining muscle function, and supplementing it reached muscle strength levels similar to those without deficiency. In practical terms, taking B12 can literally restore nerve conduction and muscle power. A deficient senior's leg can get back most of the speed and strength it lost. Now you might be thinking, B12 is one key, but what about the others? We promise 3 vitamins. The second is often called the sunshine vitamin, vitamin D. It's widely known for bone health, but its role in muscle strength is equally critical. We'll explain why a deficiency in vitamin D makes falls more likely and how you can use it to your advantage. The third nutrient is magnesium, a real unsung hero of muscle function. In part 2, we'll dive into how these 2 powerhouses fit into your nightly routine to rebuild strength overnight. Before we continue, remember what you've heard so far. Falls are devastatingly common in seniors. 1 in 4 fall each year. A big part of the problem is not just getting old, but nutrient shortfalls in B12, D, and magnesium. Vitamin B12 keeps your nervous system's wiring insulated. Low B12 shorten weak nerve signals, shorten unsteady legs. Research. 3 months of B12 restored muscle strength and quality in older adults. Stay with us. Part 2 will cover vitamins D and magnesium, and we'll show you an incredible real-life story of someone who rebuilt their strength using exactly these vitamins. Interactive CTA. Once again, drop a comment to share your story or questions. We read everyone and respond. Together, let's get you back on your feet, strong and confident. Part 2. Vitamin D, Magnesium and the Path to Power, recaps your voice-friendly. Welcome back, friends. In Part 1, we learned that weak legs often come from hidden nutrient gaps, not inevitable aging. Vitamin B12 was our first hero. It keeps nerve signals sharp and muscles responsive. Now we move on to the other 2 power players, vitamin D and magnesium. These complete the trio that can help you rebuild strength overnight. Imagine vitamin D as the muscle growth manager. It's famous for bones, but it's just as crucial for healthy muscle fibers and balance. Our research review shows that low vitamin D is a major risk factor for sarcopenia, muscle wasting, in seniors. In fact, studies consistently find that seniors with very low D levels have significantly weaker muscles and are far more likely to fall. In short, if your vitamin D is low, your body can't repair or maintain muscle efficiently. It's like trying to build a house without enough wood. The structure won't hold up. Then we have magnesium, the spark plug for muscles. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can cramp or fail to relax properly. It's needed for energy production too. Think of magnesium as gasoline for your leg's engine and the brake when you need it. We'll dive into the details next. First up, vitamin number 2, the sunshine nutrient for muscles. Think sunshine on your skin. That's how many get vitamin D. But older skin makes far less D, and diets often lack it. If you rarely see the sun or eat fortified foods, you could be very low. Why it's crucial for your legs. Vitamin D is like a coach for your muscles and bones. It signals your body to build muscle protein and keep bones strong. A deficiency in vitamin D has been identified as a significant risk factor for muscle loss and weakness in older adults. Many studies show low blood levels of vitamin D correlate with poorer muscle strength and an increased diagnosis of sarcopenia. In other words, if your D is low, your leg muscles literally can't grow or repair themselves as well, and your balance control also suffers. Research explains that vitamin D affects muscle function through multiple mechanisms. It helps regulate calcium, essential for muscle contraction, promotes muscle protein synthesis, and even reduces inflammation that can weaken muscles. Put simply, it gives your muscles the green light to grow and recover. Without it, muscle fibers become smaller and weaker over time. Here's a key point. A systematic review found that supplemental vitamin D, 800-1000 IU daily, produced consistent improvements in muscle strength and balance for older adults. Seniors taking D saw stronger leg presses and steadier balance tests. This meta-analysis specifically noted daily doses of 800,000 IU consistently demonstrated beneficial effects on strength and balance. Some context, a large trial did give 2,000 IU to seniors and saw no difference in leg strength over a year. That can happen with very high doses or specific populations. But the overall evidence supports getting to a normal D level for improved muscle function. Nighttime tip. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, so it's best taken with a meal containing fat. Many people do it with dinner or right before bed, maybe with some milk or yogurt. Taking it at night ensures your body has what it needs for overnight muscle repair. Plus, consistency helps. Taking it every evening with a snack or meal will make it part of your routine. Let's pause for a story. Meet Carol, 68. Like many of us, Carol loved gardening and walking with friends. But over a few years, her calves started aching. She felt stiffer getting up in the morning, and her balance was off. She even bruised her knee once after stumbling in her kitchen. A friend suggested checking her vitamin D. Sure enough, Carol's D levels were very low. She started taking 1,000 IU before bed, plus a calcium supplement. Within a month, she noticed a difference. Her legs were less achy, and she wasn't losing her balance mowing the lawn. By 3 months, she was back on her daily morning walks without fear. Carol's story shows the hope here. Something as simple as correcting vitamin D levels helped her muscle pain and steadiness, giving her confidence to stay active again. If you've been hesitating about supplements, know that you could be just one nutrient away from a big turnaround. Key takeaway on vitamin D. It's not just for bones, it's vital for muscle maintenance and strength. A daily dose, often around 800–2,000 IU, can drastically lower fall risk by improving your strength and balance. Take it at dinner or bedtime to use your overnight repair cycle. Vitamin number 3, magnesium, the muscle relaxer and energizer. Now for the final secret weapon, magnesium. You might not think of this as a bedtime fix, but it's a game changer for muscle function. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, many of them inside muscle cells. Here's what magnesium does for your legs. Muscle contraction and relaxation. Every time your leg muscle moves, magnesium helps it contract and then relax. Without enough magnesium, muscles can cramp or spasm. For seniors, nighttime leg cramps, like suddenly jolting up with a Charlie horse, can mean you're low on magnesium. Energy production. Muscles need ATP, the cellular battery, to work. Magnesium is required to make ATP. If magnesium is low, your muscles run out of energy faster and feel weak. Nerve signaling. Magnesium helps nerves fire properly. It helps regulate calcium in nerve cells, preventing overexcitation. Too little magnesium can make nerves overly excitable, contributing to tremors or spasms. For seniors, having enough magnesium is like giving your muscles calm energy. Research evidence. Studies have linked higher magnesium intake to better muscle health in older adults. One BMC geriatric study, 2022, of over 2,500 seniors, found that the more magnesium they consumed in their diet, the lower their odds of having sarcopenia. They found a dose-dependent effect. For every increase in magnesium intake, the risk of muscle loss dropped. The authors concluded sufficient oral intake of magnesium might prevent patients from sarcopenia. Even more convincing is an actual trial. In Italy, 139 healthy women, mean age 71, were split into 2 groups. One group took 300 milliliters of magnesium oxide daily for 12 weeks. The other group had no supplement. The results? The magnesium group had a significantly better short physical performance battery, SPPB score at the end. That means faster walking speed, quicker chair stand times, and better overall mobility. For example, their 4-meter walk time improved by about 0.4 meters, enough to notice in daily life, and their chair stand test was over a second faster. The control group saw no such improvements. The researchers concluded, daily magnesium supplementation for 12 weeks seems to improve physical performance in healthy elderly women. In short, magnesium can give older adults stronger legs and better balance. No fancy gym routines needed, just a basic mineral. Take magnesium tonight. We recommend getting about 300–400 milliliters of a good magnesium form, like citrate or glycinate, each evening. Taking it before bed has a bonus effect. Magnesium is a natural muscle relaxant and can improve sleep quality, so it helps your legs relax after the day's activity and recover overnight. Many people report that taking magnesium eliminates nighttime calf cramps. Plus, as you sleep, your muscles get that extra boost to recharge for the next day. Bringing it all together, the 3-step nightly routine. Now we have our trio of nutrients. The path to rebuilding your leg strength overnight is surprisingly straightforward. Vitamin B12 shields nerve signals to your legs. Low B12, nerve short circuits. Take it daily, a sublingual drop or pill, before bed to support your nervous system. Vitamin D maintains muscle fibers and balance. Low D, or weaker muscles, unsteady steps. Take 800-2000 IU with dinner or at bedtime. Magnesium powers muscle energy and relaxation. Low Mg shakes cramps, fatigue. Take 300 mg before sleep to fuel muscle recovery and calm any cramps. Key steps, bullet list. Every night before bed, take these supplements with a light snack, e.g. milk or yogurt. B12, vitamin D, and magnesium. Daily consistency is crucial. These nutrients work cumulatively. Track your progress. After a week, a month, and so on, note how your legs feel. You may find yourself standing taller, walking steadier, and worrying less about falling. A senior's success story. To illustrate the power of this approach, let's look at another example. John, 72. A retired firefighter, John was active all his life, but after turning 65, he began shuffling. His feet felt like they had weights on them. He even started using a cane after one particularly scary near fall. One day, John attended a senior health workshop and heard about these vitamins. Skeptical but hopeful, he gave it a try. Every night, he took a sublingual B12 spray, a D3 tablet, and magnesium before bed. Within a few weeks, changes emerged. His night cramps stopped. No more jolting awake with Charlie horses. He felt less stiffness each morning. After 2 months, family noticed something amazing. "Dad, are you lifting weights?" They joked, because John seemed steadier and a little more muscular in posture. John himself realized he wasn't worrying about falls as much. He continued with the routine and soon was back to 3-mile daily walks, even climbing stairs 2 at a time, like in his 40s. At 72, John says he feels about 10 years younger. This turnaround matches what the science predicted. Fill those nutrient gaps, and the body's natural repair mechanisms bring back strength. John's story is real proof that it's never too late to regain your power. Now it's your turn. We've given you the science and facts. It's time to act. Share in the comments below which of these nutrients will you try first. Maybe you're already taking 1 or 2. If so, did you notice anything? Have questions about dosages or combinations? We'll answer personally. Our community thrives on engagement, and your experience could help fellow seniors too. If you found this helpful, please like and share this video so other seniors can get the message. And if you're not already a subscriber, hit that button. We post new tips regularly to help you stay strong and independent at any age. Your journey matters to us. You may have started this video fearing the worst. That old age meant surrendering your strength. But now that you know the real cause, fear turns into hope and action. Age does not have to equal weak legs. Every night you're giving your body a fighting chance. With B12 insulating your nerves, vitamin D rebuilding your muscles, and magnesium energizing and relaxing them. Each morning you could wake up a bit steadier, a bit stronger. You might even surprise yourself by the things you can do. Gardening, dancing, walking with the grandkids, or just moving around the house without fear. All because of 3 little nutrients. Remember, aging is mandatory, but weakness is optional. Keep your heart strong, your mind sharp, and your legs mighty. The future is bright. The fact that you learn this means you care enough to change, and that determination will carry you far. Stay safe, stay active, and here's to your renewed strength. We'll see you next time with more tips to keep you walking tall.